Hello everyone, welcome to my unboxing of the Retekess. This is the V115 radio. I'm not sure what this is, probably a version number, from Henan Eshao Electronic Commerce Company Limited, made in China. It's an AM/FM shortwave receiver, which is particularly interesting. Portable AM/FM SW radio, MP3 player, speaker with bass sound. Automatic manually saving radio stations, 9/10 kilohertz selectable tuning steps, that's for the AM. Radio mic, line in 3 recording mode, delete recording file and radio station function, and 1000 milliamp hour rechargeable lithium ion. So I've had a look at this already online at other unboxing videos, but basically the reason I got this, I have already a Texan radio, which cost me about $60 a few years back. And been using that mostly for my shortwave listening. And you know, the question is, why would I go down to this thing? It costs about, on sale, you can get them, you know, almost $10. This one happened to be about 15 US, maybe 13, 14 US with exchange rate, because I paid 19.95 Canadian. So it comes with a USB charging port. That's it there, USB-C. Here is the manual, quite thick, and here is the radio. Something just came out, oh, this little clip. And let's have a quick look. Okay, there it is. It's got a little screen protector here. I'm gonna leave it on for now. There's the whip antenna. Okay, looks pretty good. And that's it there. Not much on the outside. There is the USB charging port. It does have room for a microSD card. You can record stuff. It's nice because you can record line in as well as from the radio. And there's a headphone output there. Plus you have a speaker here, and there's a speaker on the back, or maybe just an opening to let the sound come out. It's called mega bass. If we open this up, there is a battery. Now, from what I've seen online, these are Nokia batteries. They're quite common. Maybe at the time they were quite common. I'm not sure about now. But they're essentially from phone batteries. You'll probably recognize these things. So you may have, you know, a few running around. They do advertise different capacity batteries. But remember, there's only so much you can put in something this physical form factor. So if you're seeing a battery that says, you know, 2000 milliamp hour and it's this size, it's not real, okay? I mean, there's a limitation to physics, okay? So that's gonna go in here, okay? KM, interesting design here. Let's put the this back on the back here. So why exactly would I get this radio? You might wonder if I have the Texan already, which does a fantastic job. Well, at least for what I need. Basically, I wanted to something very inexpensive, and this was very inexpensive. I mean, 19.99 Canadian is now about 13, 14 bucks US, okay? This apparently is a stand. You put it on the back like this, and it helps hold the radio up. Most people were wondering what that's for. Some thought it was to eject your SD card. It's not big enough to get in there, you know, but if you really need some help, you can click and get your SD card out of there. But yeah, it goes into here, and you have a little convenient stand. It gives you a little bit of an angle there. Not much. I don't think you can put it anywhere else, maybe here, to give you a little more. That falls out. And plus you might damage whatever that thing is inside there, which honestly does not look like a, there. You can put it up lower there, but it's not, see, it's a little bit flimsy. Okay. All right. One of the issues with this radio, and I can tell you right away, is the reception, especially shortwave, is terrible. Apparently one of the problems with these are that the front end doesn't properly filter out certain signals. It's overloaded, especially if you connect a long wire to it. And there's a lot of noise coming off of either the display or the batteries and the microchips in here. So one of the first things I'm going to do after I do this unboxing video is we're going to open it up and we're going to try to coat the inside of this thing with aluminum foil tape, because I don't have copper, and it's also more expensive than this radio is probably worth in its entirety. So I'm going to use the cheapest thing I can find around the house, which would be aluminum tape that's used for ducting, Scotch tape, and that's basically it, and see what else we can mod inside of this thing. Okay, so if we turn it on, where do we turn it on? Here. No, that says power. Power. There it goes. Okay, it has a backlit display. Oh, I can hear something already. Let's turn it down so we don't set off the copyright on this thing. Okay. And so one of the issues with the radio, the reason I like the Texan is because it has an actual volume knob and it has a tuning knob that's on the side. One of the issues with this is it's really annoying to click, you know, on this thing to wait for the volume to go up and down, and also for tuning, I can't just dial in. I mean, you can kind of, you know, if I want to scan through stations, it's kind of annoying. Like let's go to, let's say, shortwave, and I want to go through every single channel. You see, how do I, you know, do I have to sit here and scan it like this to pick up stuff, you know? Am I gonna catch anything? You know, I'd rather have on my Texan, I have a little knob, and what I do is I roll through and I can catch even the faintest stations just by flipping through this thing, like so. You know, and this one, unless I tune into every single frequency or it lets me advance one channel at a time, like one station at a time, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to find weak signals. So right now it's scanning. Okay, let's say I want to go, you know, to 4751. How do I do that? 4751. Then there's a delay. Okay, what's happened? It put me to 4750, 4752, 0. Yeah, see? Well, it's 4753. Will it let me do that? Nope. Interesting. That's quite a problem. Like I said, we'll see what happens if it'll pick up anything or not. Let's see if FM comes in pretty well. There's FM. Right now it's again just scanning through. Let's see if it'll pick up anything. Okay, there's something there. I don't want to play it too loud, but you can hear it. It's pretty loud. There, that's Talking Heads, it sounds like already. I could recognize it. Okay. So, yeah, it may not be a great radio to sit there scanning for stuff. It's not as convenient as my Texan, but maybe if you know the channel already that has a loud signal, you can jump to it. I mean, that might help. Here's AM. Can we hear anything? 1010.
Proven Canada right with a couple of goals. One in the pre-tournament against Sweden.
So there's that's the radio. I'm in the basement, so it's pretty good there. So yeah, if you know the channels already, I think you'll be okay. Shortwave performance, if you know the channels already, you might be okay. It has to be exactly on the frequency. It doesn't look like it allows you to just scroll through. I'm gonna have to read the manual and see if I can just kind of go one at a time. You know, it looks like it's going through presets here. But let's say I just want to advance, and it doesn't let you do in-between frequencies. Like, for example, 7,000, right? 7,000 kilohertz. I can't do 7,002. Now, again, it could be that there's some menu in here. Mode. Mode. Let's see what that does. Mode. Bye-bye. Oh, that's the power key. Sorry. Mode. Oh, mode is this one. I get confused which button is what. Please insert. Okay, so that lets you switch to recording, I think. And if you hold it down long enough, it locks the screen. Okay, let's go to the menu here. Menu. There, okay. I guess you have to go like this. Okay. Factory settings. Okay, auto power off, contrast, backlight time, language, record set. What does that mean? Factory settings, back. Oh, that's probably the frequency. How like kilohertz, how do you select it? You press the middle one? Yeah, so you've got a few different options here on the recording quality, okay? You got to go back to the menu, hold it in, auto power off. That's the timer. So it has a sleep timer if you want to listen at night. Okay, there. So it's showing up there, the sleep timer. Let's go back to the menu again. Come on. Contrast. Okay, am I any good here? I like that contrast better. I don't know if it uses up more battery. Here you can barely see anything. We'll keep it around 8, we'll say. All right. And that's it. And contrast backlight time. Okay, this would be good to reduce. So that light always, no, I want it, or light off. That's a good idea. If you don't want it to waste too much battery, I'll do 5 seconds because I need to see at night what I'm doing. And it should turn off in 5 seconds. See? It's pretty readable. Okay, back to menu. Language, I don't care. Factory settings. What is this? Reset default? No. Okay. Yeah, somewhere in here there should be a way to set the AM step. Let's see what happens if I go here to AM FM.
His Malian musician friends.
So I reduce that. A good reception on FM. But then again, I'm in an urban environment. Okay, there. Let's see now. Menu. Do I have some menu for this? I don't see anything. Oh, here it is. AM stepping. So when you're in AM, it gives you some extra menu options. Let's see. So yeah, 10 or 9. We're at 10. And let's go to FM and see if it comes up with anything here. Come on. There we go. It's all right. Lower the volume on this thing. Menu. Hold down menu. Doesn't look like too many other options here. Oh, FM band set. Yeah, so you can, in a previous model, I noticed, not model, a video, I noticed that you have to plug some kind of, modify the board with a resistor, but this lets you change the band right in the menu. So if you want to, if you're in a region that has more, wider band range, you can do that. And let's see SW if this will work. Let's see what menu options you have here. Record factor. Okay, not much here. There's really nothing there. All right, so that's it for now. Just wanted to show you a quick review of this radio. How do I get out of this menu? Okay, turn it off. Bye-bye. That is the latest, or at least the one I got, version of a Retekess V115, a very, very budget radio, which some people have modified to some surprising results to be able to pick up shortwave. There's no dispute this thing is pretty good for most AM and FM transmissions, especially in an urban area where the signal is loud and clear. But let's see if there's any truth to this, shortwave performance of this thing, and if it's really worth buying. I mean, you can't go wrong for such a cheap radio, but is it really going to compete or be anything close to the performance of something 3-4 times more expensive? Obviously not, but we'll try. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.